gonna pound that pin down. And that's the pin and the blade falling down the hole. Okay. That. So here we have the second blade. It's not as bad as the other one. It's actually pretty good. Not too bad, you can see. Just a little bit. Probably ½ inch. But I'm still gotta replace them to make it run really smooth. So now we can just clean the debris. Doesn't have to be super clean. Just, you don't want a big chunks of grass all over. So now we do everything the opposite way. And here we have our pin. You see how we have this groove over here, and that's for this to go in and lock. It goes this way, and then it locks, and then it doesn't move. And then the screw goes on this side with the other lock stop over here. Comes out. Now this pin looks pretty good. You almost never had to replace these ones. These are meant to last forever. Pretty hard steel. Okay, so the way I put this back, I usually put a jack. That's why I have a jack. And just lift them up, you see? And just lift everything. Yep. Okay. So there's my jack. So the new blade goes in. Just put that tip of the okay, you can just put it like that. Sorry. Okay. So this is how we have it. Then I push it up with my jack. That way is because you're gonna need a jack top, so you have some way of keeping this hole. So we're gonna jack it up. You gotta be under your pin. And then you hold it. You gotta put a little bit of there we go. Now we gotta see, we gotta, okay. So it's in all the way up, and our groove is higher than our metal on the bottom. That way this can go in. Otherwise you're gonna have to climb up here and like push it down with your weight if it's not all the way. Yep, it's all the way up. So now you can just start putting everything back. And this thing, this is our chimney, our chim. It's just a little spacer, which is gonna go first, but it got bent on the process, so just make sure it's not super bent, because if it's a little bend, it's not too bad, but if it's like huge bend, then it makes things much harder. Okay, make sure it goes in. Okay, and then our screw hole is free. There we go. Now our lot goes in, and then remember we gotta move it, so it goes on to this way, and then we gotta slice it forward. Okay, so it's in. Now sometimes they're kind of hard. Yep, gonna be hard to push forward. You can probably try and get the corners, and sometimes one corner will go and then the other one will go. Okay, and if it's not working, you need like a pry bar. You see I have a pry bar, is really bent, but I like this one because it's actually like perfect. So again, one corner and then the other. Okay. Yep, it's getting there. So it's in there, but it's crooked. You see how these two lines don't align? So we gotta uncrook it. You gotta bend the back. So all you gotta do is just, just hit the corner where it's lower. So now it's straight, but you gotta go forward with it. Okay. So it's in, but your bottom plate, your spacer, is not aligned with the hole. So now you gotta align that one, and you can get any screw to do that. And just wiggle it. Yep, wiggle it until it lines up. So now the bottom one is lined up, but your lock move. So that's what happens. You move it and the whole thing moves. So you can leave this screw in and put and have your pry bar holding it, and then just wiggle it. There. Okay. So there we have it. It's lined up. It's not super straight, but it's gonna get straight as soon as we pull our last piece of locking. Okay, so we need your magnet, and if you see it goes a certain way, this piece goes lower. The frame piece goes lower, this frame one, so it will go under the pin, and then this top is higher, so it will stay on top of your square washer, the one that locks the pin. So that's why it's like that. So make sure you put it the right way, because if you do it the other way, it's not gonna go in and it's not gonna be right. It's gonna be in an angle, sticking up like that. So you wanna make sure it's straight when where your screw goes. So we're gonna put it. Okay. Now I'm gonna try and put it in place. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now for the screw. So everything's aligned. Now for a screw. Okay. So here we have it. Sometimes these screws have too much rust. You know, it's kind of hard to put your socket in. So what I do, I hammer it down. So now it's stuck in here, but it will come out as soon as we get this screw in. Okay. Make sure it's super tight. Make sure it's going straight in. This one that was going. This one doesn't want to go in. There's a gap between the top washer and your spacer, so you want to make sure that the bottom one doesn't move, otherwise it's gonna be kind of tricky holding this thing straight. Okay.